Hi folks, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my two 3T Italia bikes. First up, I've got the RaceMax Italia and I've got the Extrema as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison between the two, tell you what the specs are on each, and these bikes have got me through two pretty cool events in the past maybe month or so. So it's going to be really cool just to tell you the setup and everything about the bikes, pros, cons, and how I felt when I rode them. For the RaceMax Italia, I am currently running SRAM Force 2x with a 1036 cassette on the back. It was just about big enough for all the steep climbs that I came across on the Ultra. Maybe I could have gone for smaller chain rings at the front, but we got there, so that was all good. Wheels and tyres, I used the newly released Fast Forward Riot wheels with a 44 at the front and a 55 at the back, and I paired these with the Challenge tyres 36mm Strada Bianca tyres, and I ran them tubeless for the event. These were a great choice in terms of comfort, speed on the road sections, and wide enough for the gravel parts that I had to do to get to all the checkpoints on the race. Cockpit wise, I ran the Data Super Zero handlebars, and that enabled me to have the Data aero bars on, which aren't currently on at the moment, but they were such a great help in terms of comfort for the duration in the saddle. Now, the Extrema Italia is a completely different beast. So I was sent this bike maybe a week before we left for Desertus Bikers. When I got back from Desertus, I had 2 days changeover where the bike was built up. We took it down to Girona, and my first experience of this bike, the longest ride, was the Tracker 100, which happened a couple of weeks ago now. I did do a couple of short rides in the interim just to get used to the handling of the bike, but the Tracker 100 was the first time I could get out on the bike and really test it on Girona gravel and Girona mud, because it rained quite a lot. And it was incredible. So the Extrema is built with SRAM 4 shifters paired with carbon 3T 1x crankset, SRAM 1052 cassette, which was absolutely perfect for the muddy climbs that the Tracker was offering. Out of the box, it was fitted with Zip 303 wheels and Conti Racing King tyres in 50mm. Because of the quick turnaround, I didn't get the chance to change out the wheels and tyre setup for my sponsors, but to be fair, currently Challenge don't go bigger than a 45mm, so it was really nice to have that extra width for the conditions that I faced in the Tracker. The folks as well at the new Velodrome shop in Girona were super kind enough to cut down my steerer tube and get my fit closer to what I'm used to, and that made a huge difference to how the Extrema felt on race day. It was super comfortable, and just the setup was just absolutely perfect for what I needed. In terms of difference between the two bikes, for me, the RaceMax Italia was the perfect all-round bike. With the 36mm tyres, it enabled me to do road, gravel, cycle paths, any kind of road surface that I came up against whilst I was out riding, obviously not mountain bike territory. This bike was absolutely perfect for that. I was doing all my training on it in the lead up to Desertus, which meant that I was doing the group rides on it. It still enabled me to be fast enough, which was just amazing. And then if I wanted to do the off-road stuff, it was still super slick and enabled me to go really nice and fast on any kind of off-road section as well. So the Extrema is a bit of a different beast to the RaceMax Italia. This is the bike that gave me the most confidence when I was riding the Tracker. I don't do a lot of gravel, so having this bike and knowing it could take 50mm tyres, I mean it could take 57mm tyres, which is basically like mountain bike territory. But for me, having 50mm tyres on it just gave me so much confidence on the Girona gravel. And when you first start with the Tracker 100, at the beginning of the route, it was like two quite big gravel climbs, so it just gave me a lot more confidence tackling those at the beginning. Also with the gearing, as you can see, I've basically got this huge dinner plated situation going on at the back. That also was incredibly helpful for the climbs and just gave me so much more range when I was riding it. Both bikes for me, I absolutely love them, both for different things. So the Extrema for me is now going to be my gravel bike, which I'm going to plan to do like a lot more gravel, so I can be back at the Tracker next year feeling so much more confident when I hit the race again. And for the RaceMax Italia, I'm going to continue to ride this absolute beauty of a bike until my new 3T Strada Italia arrives, which I cannot wait for. I currently have the 3T Strada as my road bike, and I'm so excited to be getting the Strada Italia as my new road bike, which hopefully will be soon. In the meantime, I'm going to be out on the RaceMax Italia, on the group rides, enjoying all the routes around La Bezy and just kind of making the most of the gorgeous weather that we currently have and get out on the bikes. Anyway, folks, let me know what you think about the setups for both of these bikes and your thoughts. I would love to know in the comments. As always, don't forget to click like if you like these videos, subscribe to see videos coming up in the future. And thank you so much for spending the time to watch the channel.